Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB CBS Daily Update channel. Carter and Steffy's huge mistake, Ridge's fury over Finn explodes. BNB spoilers. Steffy Forrester woke with a pounding head, a dry mouth, and the sickening feeling that something had gone terribly wrong. For several seconds, she didn't know where she was. Then the memories came back in pieces. The Forrester CEO office. The wine. Carter. Too much honesty. Too much pain. Too much closeness. And then the moment neither of them should have allowed to happen. Steffy slowly sat up. Carter was nearby, already awake, staring toward the window with the expression of a man who knew one night had changed everything. Neither spoke. They didn't need to. The silence said enough. Steffy finally whispered, "Oh my God." Carter closed his eyes. "Yeah." She pulled the blanket closer. "What did we do?" Carter looked toward her. "You know. I was hoping you'd tell me I imagined it." "I can't." Steffy covered her face. "This cannot be happening." Carter sat forward. "Steffy." "No." She immediately stood. "Don't say anything. You're going to have to talk about it." "Not now." She grabbed her clothes. Carter watched helplessly. The previous night had started with grief and frustration. Steffy had been hurting over Finn. Carter had been wrestling with his own emotional disappointment. The drinks had kept coming, and the careful boundaries that normally protected both of them slowly disappeared. The spoiler setup points towards Steffy and Carter drinking heavily, giving in to temptation and making a serious mistake in the Forrester office. Now Steffy wanted nothing more than to erase those hours. Carter stood. "I'm not going to pretend this didn't happen." Steffy turned. "You think I want you to?" "I think you're panicking." "Of course I'm panicking." Her eyes filled with tears. "My marriage is already falling apart." Carter looked guilty. "I know. And now this?" She pointed between them. "I slept with you." Hearing the words aloud made everything worse. Carter looked away. Steffy continued. "I love Finn." "I know. Do you?" "Yes." "Then why did you let this happen?" Carter stared at her. The accusation hurt. "Steffy, don't do that." "Do what?" "Make this something I did to you." She froze. Carter softened. "We both made this mistake." Steffy's anger disappeared. He was right. That was almost harder to accept. She sat down. "I should have stopped." "So should I." "We knew better." "Yes." Steffy looked toward him. "Did you want it?" Carter hesitated. She immediately regretted asking. "Forget it." "No." He took a breath. "Yes." Steffy looked devastated. "I wanted you." Carter continued. "But wanting something doesn't mean it was right." Steffy stared at him. "And now?" Carter shook his head. "Now I wish we had stopped." That answer gave Steffy a strange mixture of relief and pain. She finished dressing. "What happens between us?" Carter looked toward her. "That depends on what happens with Finn." Steffy stiffened. "Finn cannot know." Carter stared. "Steffy." "No." "You're serious?" "I need time." "Time to do what?" "Figure out whether my marriage is already over." Carter shook his head. "And if it isn't?" She looked at him. "Then I tell him." "When?" "I don't know." Carter sighed. "That secret will destroy you." You think telling him today won't? Neither noticed the elevator arriving outside. Ridge stepped onto the executive floor. He was already angry. Finn had called him early that morning. Steffy hadn't gone home. She wasn't answering. And Finn was worried enough that Ridge immediately came to Forrester Creations. Ridge approached the CEO office. Then stopped. The door wasn't completely closed. He heard Steffy's voice. Finn can never know about last night until I decide what I'm doing. Ridge froze. Carter answered. You can't hide this forever. Ridge's expression changed. He pushed the door open. Steffy spun around. Dad. Ridge looked at her. Then Carter. Then the rumpled office. His face went dark. What the hell happened? Nobody answered. Ridge stared at Carter. Get out. Carter stepped forward. Ridge. I said get out. Steffy intervened. Dad, stop. Ridge looked at his daughter. Did you sleep here? Steffy went pale. Ridge understood. No. His voice dropped. No, Steffy. She looked down. Ridge turned toward Carter. What did you do? Carter's expression hardened. Don't. Ridge moved closer. Don't what? Don't act like this is something I did to Steffy. Ridge's jaw tightened. That's my daughter. And she's an adult. Ridge shoved a hand against Carter's chest. Steffy immediately moved between them. Stop! Ridge stared at her. Tell me I'm wrong. She couldn't. Ridge looked horrified. You slept with Carter? Tears filled Steffy's eyes. Yes. Ridge turned away. Oh my God. Dad. Finn is at home losing his mind because you disappeared. I know. He called me. I know. And you're here with Carter? Steffy broke down. It was a mistake. Ridge looked at Carter again. One hell of a mistake. Carter stood his ground. She's already hurting. Ridge laughed bitterly. And now you're protecting her? Yes. That answer only fueled Ridge's anger. Steffy stepped forward. This isn't Carter's fault. Ridge stared. I didn't say it was only his. Her face fell. Ridge immediately regretted the harshness. But then he thought of Finn. The man who loved Steffy. The man who was waiting for her. The man who had repeatedly fought to save their marriage. This is going to destroy Finn. Steffy started crying. Don't say that. Why not? Because I know. Ridge softened. Sweetheart. She shook her head. I don't know how this happened. You do. Steffy looked toward him. You were hurting. Ridge glanced toward the wine bottles. And you drank too much. Then he looked at Carter. But neither of those things makes this disappear. Carter nodded. I know. Ridge pointed toward him. You stay away from her. Steffy immediately said, Dad. No. Ridge turned. You're confused. You're vulnerable. I am not a child. Then stop acting like this is some secret you can manage. Steffy's expression changed. Ridge continued. You tell Finn. No. Today. Dad, no. Steffy. I said no. Her voice echoed through the office. Ridge fell silent. Steffy continued. My marriage is my decision. So is the truth? Yes. Carter watched uncomfortably. Ridge stared at his daughter. Then quietly asked, "Do you still want Finn?" That question broke through every defense. Steffy's eyes filled. Yes. Then tell him. She looked down. What if he leaves me? Ridge softened. What if he finds out from someone else? Steffy looked toward Carter. Carter's expression said the same thing. Ridge headed toward the door. Dad. He stopped. Please don't tell Finn. Ridge closed his eyes. You're asking me to lie to him. I'm asking you to give me time. Ridge looked devastated. For how long? Until tonight. He considered it. Then nodded once. Tonight. He left. Steffy sank into a chair. Carter approached. You okay? No. She looked at him. I think I just destroyed my life. Meanwhile, Finn was pacing at the cliff house. His phone remained silent. He called Steffy again. Voicemail. He finally threw the phone onto the sofa. What is going on? A knock sounded. Finn opened the door. Sheila stood outside. His expression hardened. Not today. She immediately noticed his distress. What happened? Nothing. That doesn't look like nothing. Finn sighed. Steffy didn't come home. Sheila's expression changed. Where is she? I don't know. Sheila hesitated. Then said, Carter? Finn stared. Why would you say that? Sheila immediately realized her mistake. Finn. What do you know? Nothing. Don't lie to me. Sheila looked uncomfortable. Finn moved closer. What do you know about Steffy and Carter? Sheila remembered the photographs. The almost kisses. The tension. Finn, I don't have proof of anything. That isn't what I asked. Sheila sighed. I know they've gotten close. Finn looked away. So do I. She spent time at his place before. I know that too. Sheila's expression softened. Then maybe you need to talk to your wife. I've been trying. His voice cracked. She won't answer. Sheila wanted to put her arms around him. She knew better. I'm sorry. Finn looked toward her. Why does everything keep falling apart? Sheila had no answer. At Forrester Creations, Ridge was in his office staring at a family photograph. Brooke walked in. What happened? Ridge didn't answer. She immediately became worried. Ridge. He looked at her. You ever know something that isn't yours to tell? Brooke frowned. All the time in this family. He almost smiled. Then his expression hardened again. Steffy did something. Brooke's eyes widened. With Finn? Ridge said nothing. That was enough. Oh, Ridge. He looked furious again. Finn has stood beside her through everything. Brooke sat across from him. And Steffy is human. That doesn't excuse it. No. Ridge looked toward the door. I want to tell him. But? She asked me not to. Brooke sighed. Then give her the chance. And if she doesn't? Then you decide what kind of father you need to be. Ridge hated that answer. Later that afternoon, Steffy finally returned home. Finn was waiting. The moment she entered, he stood. Where have you been? She stopped. At Forrester. All night? Her face changed. Finn noticed. Steffy. She slowly put down her bag. We need to talk. Finn almost laughed. I've been saying that for days. No. She looked directly at him. We really need to talk. Something in her expression frightened him. What happened? Steffy struggled to speak. Finn stepped closer. Is it Carter? Her eyes filled. Finn's face drained of color. Oh my God. Finn. You were with him. Yes. All night? Steffy began crying. Yes. Finn stepped backward. Did you sleep with him? Steffy couldn't breathe. She could lie. For 1 second, she wanted to. Then she remembered Ridge. Carter. The secret. And the man standing in front of her. Yes. Finn went completely still. The word destroyed the room. No. I'm sorry. No. Finn shook his head. You're telling me you slept with Carter? Steffy sobbed. It was one terrible mistake. Finn laughed bitterly. A mistake? We had been drinking. Don't. I'm not blaming the alcohol. Good. Finn's eyes filled with tears. Because you don't accidentally end up in bed with someone. Steffy looked down. I know. Finn turned away. She reached toward him. He pulled back. Don't touch me. That broke her. Finn stared at the wall. For months, they had argued about Sheila. About trust. About boundaries. About whether Finn was protecting his marriage enough. Now his wife had crossed the one boundary he never expected. Was it happening before? No. The almost kiss? Yes. You told me about that. Not all of it. Finn turned sharply. What does that mean? There were feelings. His expression hardened. For how long? I don't know. Finn laughed without humor. Great. He walked toward the door. Steffy followed. Where are you going? Away. Finn. He turned. You spent months telling me Sheila was destroying our marriage. She was hurting it. And Carter finished the job? No. Steffy's voice broke. I did. That stopped him. She continued. I did this. Finn stared. For once, she wasn't blaming Sheila. Or Carter. Or their marriage. She was owning it. But ownership couldn't erase betrayal. Finn opened the door. Ridge was standing outside. He had arrived minutes earlier but hadn't knocked. He had heard enough. Finn looked at him. You knew. Ridge froze. Finn's face changed from heartbreak to fury. You knew. Ridge stepped forward. She told me this morning. And you didn't call me? She asked for a few hours. Finn laughed bitterly. Of course. Finn. No. Finn pointed toward him. You lecture me constantly about protecting Steffy. Ridge stared. And then you protect this? Ridge's temper finally exploded. I was protecting my daughter. And who was protecting me? Silence. Ridge looked toward Steffy. Then back at Finn. Nobody had an answer. Finn shook his head. That's what I thought. He walked away. Steffy broke down. Ridge turned toward her. She looked devastated. Dad. He hugged her. but his eyes remained on Finn disappearing down the driveway. Ridge suddenly understood the full damage of the situation. He had been furious at Finn for months over every Sheila-related problem. Now Finn had been betrayed by Steffy, and Ridge had briefly helped hide it. The fury surrounding Finn was about to become something far more complicated. Across town, Carter received a message. Unknown number. He opened it. Finn knows. Now Ridge blames you. Carter's face changed. Then another message arrived. The real fun starts next. Carter stared at the screen. Someone knew what had happened. Someone knew before the truth had spread. And someone seemed almost pleased that Steffy, Finn, Carter, and Ridge were being torn apart. The huge mistake had already happened. Now the consequences were beginning. Will Finn ever forgive Steffy? Will Ridge turn his fury toward Carter, or finally understand why Finn feels betrayed by the entire Forrester family? And who already knows every detail of Steffy and Carter's secret night? If you love explosive B&B relationship drama, shocking betrayals, Ridge and Finn confrontations, and secrets that change families overnight, subscribe and stay with us, because Steffy and Carter's mistake may have lasted one night, but the fallout could reshape Forrester Creations and Steffy's marriage for a very long time.